You know, I'm gonna be honest with all of you. If I have to talk about an underrated video game that I actually like, I'm gonna talk about Unfortunate Spacemen. Why? Well, this game is quite amazing. I gotta be honest. I barely see people talking about it, and the videos that I see talking about it are usually like from 2015, 2016, like way back when people actually give a crap about indie games. Like these types of indie games, because when people want to talk about indie games, they usually go for the Undertale type thing. It's not like I don't like Undertale, I actually love it too, but like we should give praise to games that try to be something different, like something that we don't see much. This Unfortunate Spaceman, it's actually a trip back to the 2010s. Like, it just feels like it. And I don't say this like it's a bad thing. I actually say like this is actually a very good thing. The gameplay of the game is actually amazing, especially with friends. People always talk about the monster mode, the game mode involving the monster, where you have to find out who the monster is, and when you do, you have to kill him. I actually think it's pretty fun. I put a lot of hours on it, and it's quite fun too. I agree with it. But the campaign, I swear to God, is actually very fun with friends. And alone, even alone, it's actually pretty good. Like, it's nothing amazing, like, I mean, it is amazing, but it's not like a AAA title. It's not Call of Duty, it's not Doom, it's not Wolfenstein, it's not those things. It's Unfortunate Spaceman. It's an indie project that actually pulls it off pretty well. And when I talk about this game, it's actually pretty sad because I barely see people talking about it. It's so rare, like finding people that can, know what this game is without being a Discord server about the game, without being, I don't know, a group about the game, something like that, something around those words. But this game is just something that you people should definitely try it out. And trying out is just a way of saying it. Why? You should at least put like 10 hours if you want to actually experience what the game has to offer. I mean, I have a lot of hours on the game. Not as much as TF2, for example, or Gmod, but Left 4 Dead, no, not even close. But you should definitely, like, at least 10 hours to experience the game modes, the campaign, etc. What I want to bring to the table is how the game looks. The game looks amazing. I have to be honest. The game looks actually incredible. For an indie game, you barely see indie games that just look this good and are playable. If I gave you a screenshot of the game, you would think that this is a AAA title. It just looks like it. I mean, gameplay wise, the animations sometimes look kinda janky, but it's a type of janky that people can enjoy. If I can make sense out of this, like Gmod type game modes. It just feels like that. It just feels like something out of the 2010s. It just feels like it. I can't put it in words, but it just feels like that. Exactly like that. And I don't know. It just looks. Just by looking at it, I just want to play it all over again. Like, me and my friends just put so many hours on the game. Like just playing the campaign, mostly just playing the campaign. Because before that, they kinda knew what the game was. They kinda knew what it was, but they just knew about the imposter game mode, where you have to find out who the monster is. It's not like it's a bad game mode. No. It's actually pretty fun too, especially with strangers. It's actually more fun playing it with strangers than it is with playing with friends. And I'm not saying this like if they're watching this, they're probably gonna think I'm an asshole, but no. I just say that because the campaign is just a billion more times fun than the imposter game mode is, especially with friends, especially if you are recording and it just completely messing around. And while we are on the subject of the gameplay, I want to bring, like, the game kind of looks like it has lore behind it, but I can't explain exactly what it is. They definitely want to tell us something, like a story about it, because of everything we can find out about who funded this shit, like on the second mission. Spooksman, Steve. There's these characters that they're not something, you know. Wow, this is so well written, but actually, now that I think about it, it kinda is. I want to bring again another subject to this. The voice acting. Whoever made the Spooksman voice, dude, good job. Like, oh my god, how can someone be this talented? Like that to a point where you can just listen to one voice and absolutely never get annoyed. It's just, I don't see this anywhere else. Like, it's just so rare to find something like this nowadays. The voice acting is just so I'm saying that it's absolutely amazing, but when you actually go hear it, it's just a normal guy talking. But he has an accent. It's not an actually accent. It's just a different way of talking. That it's kind of relaxing, kind of mysterious at the same time, and funny. The most importantly, it's funny. It's never annoying. Absolutely never annoying. It's actually even good to hear. To a point where people actually made fan art of the character because he's just that likable. Same goes to Steve, which is the intelligent guy. He doesn't talk, not even once, but I think it's alright too. I think he's cool too. He's cool too. But game modes, they're actually pretty cool too. The survival game mode with all the upgrades kinda reminds me of Call of Duty Zombies, especially World at War, and kinda mixed with TF2's MVM, you know, man vs machine, because of the upgrades part and the wave thing. You know exactly what I'm talking about, and it actually feels good. Again, feels good playing it with friends. Alone, you can experience like all of this alone. I think it's gonna be fun. It's still gonna be fun. If you're just like a kid or a teenager just looking for something to play and you don't have the money, like, you can just go play this because it's free. Which actually, I'm surprised this game is even free. I mean, it wasn't when it was a pre-release. I think it wasn't free like before, but it is now, so you can definitely go check it out if you want. But this brings another problem to the table. That is, the game probably runs like crap on your computer. I'm not even joking. Like, the game probably runs like absolutely crap on your computer. Why? When you load the graphics down, they do this thing of taking polygons, you know, like any other game. Like TF2, like Half-Life. Maybe the most recent Doom games, I don't think they do that. Or maybe they do, I don't know. But they do this thing of removing the polygons and everything, like the elements of the Space Marines. They don't look sphere anymore. They just look they look terrible. Okay, and the textures look terrible too. And you would think, oh yeah, they look terrible. I mean, that's the point. You're lowering the graphics so it can run better. But they don't change the lighting at all, so you get this absolutely mess of a model. It looks just terrible, but then the lighting looks god tier for no reason at all. It's just so stupid, and it just doesn't help. The only thing that you can do to make the game actually run good would be maybe change the screen resolution. Maybe. And even then, I'm just not even sure, because some computers cannot do that trick like anymore. But I think it can help. Maybe. Again, just go check it out. It's just such a good game, like, and I don't see enough people talking about it. And when people do talk about it, it's just bragging about specifically the monster game mode. I didn't even get it to the all good the weapons feel. They just feel amazing. Like, you know how you play a game, an FPS, and you want a gun to sound like this. You want a gun to sound like a slap on the face. You just want that. And this game does that so well. Even though some of the animations are kind of janky, again, but a good type of janky, they sound so good, especially when you're quick switching. Did I mention that you can quick switch in this game? And it's actually pretty useful during the campaign. And I didn't even got to how you can rocket jump. This sounds kind of stupid, but this is easily like one of the best games where you can rocket jump. It's not TF2's good rocket jump. It's not Quake. but it's so goddamn close. You can't do a rollout, but you can rocket jump so high that it's actually you just want to play it again. And you can shoot to the explosives. If you shoot at the explosives and you wait a little, they explode, of course, like any other game. But if you jump, you just go out flying. And you have the rocket launcher. You can fly even higher. My friend even recorded like a clip where I shoot explosive barrel and he rocket jumped and he just flew out of the map. And it was so cool to look at. And we discovered that map, the Ball Road, the last mission, is infinite. It's basically infinite. It couldn't. After the playable area, there's usually like a little place where you can, it's not hang out, but you can walk around it. Every single game has that, including this game. But that part, for some reason, it's completely infinite for no reason at all. Like, I didn't just say for some reason, but yeah, it's no reason at all. It's infinite for no reason at all. And you just kept walking around it, and no shit that the game was like crap. There's a bunch of things here that aren't completely needed. They could just remove that to make the game actually run good. But anyway, if I want to critique the game, I would say the campaign is a little bit too short. Because it definitely is very short. It should be a little bit longer, or it should have more missions. I hope they actually had more missions. I mean, they say they would, but they're focusing around the monster game mode right now. So yeah, that's it. But once again, just go try it out. The guns, again, you have this SMG, you have a LMG, you have a shotgun, an auto shotgun, which absolutely kills everything. Like, the auto shotgun is easily my favorite weapon of the game, excluding the rocket launcher. It's just so good to use. Like, the enemies just explode, they gym when you kill them. It feels so good to kill everything. Like, and it's not, if you go playing it, if you're actually going to play this game, you will think that I'm exaggerating, and I don't blame you. It's nothing really that special, but at the same time it actually is. The game is just it's just that good. And what can I say even more about this game? You just have to try it out. You have the rocket launcher, you have the railgun. Yes, you have a railgun on this game that penetrates everything. It's actually very useful, and I think that's it. No, you have the revolver too. You have the Magnum, which, by the way, it's the only gun on the game that actually reloads. I mean, I wouldn't say the rocket launcher. Yeah, I think the rocket launcher also kind of reloads. The game has this weird mechanic where it doesn't actually reload, but the weapon actually overheats, where the character even flips his hand like, oh, it's actually pretty hot. It's kind of funny sometimes. But hey, again, very cool idea, creative. I like that. I like when the game is creative. But New Blood should push this game a little bit higher. Like, definitely give it a little bit more attention. And I'm not telling them to completely, not care about the other games. They should. Dusk is a very good game. So is Medieval. By the way, did I mention that this game has a speedrun scene? Like, a very little speedrun scene, but it has one. And I have to thank to those people for actually making me want to play the game again. Because when I first played this game, I played it completely alone. And I thought, like, this game is absolutely crap. I barely paid attention to, like, how the guns felt, because I just had my sound turned off, which, now that I think about it, is just so stupid. But then I paid a little bit more attention to the game because of these speedrun scenes. People just skipping the game, and you might think that it's actually hard to do that, but it's not that hard. You can actually pull it off pretty easily. I mean, if you know how the game works, you can just pull it off like wherever you want. If you just find explosive barrels, you can very easily just find a way to skip a huge part of the map. Even the first map teaches you this by actually, now that I remember about it, the explosives are completely random. I mean, not exactly random, because they sometimes spawn on the exact same place that you expect them to be, but the places that they are completely telling you to, yeah, use me, shoot at me to jump and skip this huge part of the map. And I like when the game does that. I actually do. And this brings to my last and final point. I just want people to actually try out this game at least once, because this game is actually pretty good. And if I want to be honest with you, the last games that have been coming out without being, at least in my opinion, without being Doom Eternal, next up Halo Infinite, nothing much has kept my attention, such as this game for example, because it does something original, something that we don't see anymore. It has a soul, heart, and if you don't think that's actually important, I don't know what the hell is wrong with you, honestly. Look, I might be a very fun and handsome guy, but I'm just joking by the way. But if you think that this game is not worth it, I just know what to tell to you. I just don't know what am I supposed to say to you, because it definitely is. It's special. There's something about it that made me do this video. It might be crap, I know that this video is crap. I'm starting my channel, these are my first videos, but to a point where I felt like making a huge ass video about it, I think that it's amazing. And that's why, after so much time wasting, I'm so sorry for wasting your time, but after all this, the only thing that I can say is that this game is just definitely worth it. Go check it out. Go play it. Go play with your friends. Go have a huge blast of a time. Go do it. Alright? Just go do it. You're not gonna be disappointed. Trust me. This was the Real Rancho. I hope you liked this video. I know that I'm like... I'm just getting started on this. And I'm actually feeling very excited to do more videos about it. Like about these underrated video games, stuff that I like. It's been amazing, especially doing the channel trailer, it was very fun. I know my English wasn't the best on that video, but I'm working on it, okay? I think you people can agree that I'm definitely better, especially on this video. I sound much more, excited, more like having fun, like I said, I'm just here to have fun. And I hope you just stick around, okay? Subscribe, share the video if you can. I know this sounds very, very generic, but just do it, okay? I want to spread the message of this wonderful, underrated masterpiece. Okay, not exactly a masterpiece, it has its flaws, but hey, it's a good game, a very good game. And that's exactly what I wanted to say. Alright, have a good day, and goodbye.